perhaps in core essentials, and so I'm in agreement with staying where we are and taking a look at that. But just to put it in plain English on the table, it's easy today to say the same, but when it gets on the table, that you got to cut something that you think is really a core essential to accounting, that's where the rubber's going to meet the road.
And that's a good segue for the really next discussion under programs or service areas, is that if that is the direction from a revenue, or particularly from a millage standpoint, there's no other additional revenue sources that we're going to identify or closely evaluate, and you're looking at possible pension reform, Medicaid reform, the fact of although the employees took we shift some of the cost of health benefits to them. Blue Cross Blue Shield, we do have an annual contract that could come to renewal, could be, we don't know at this time. We won't know probably for a few more months that could be a 15% increase to our medical premiums. That's something we have to deal with. If we were trying to keep the employees' costs the same, it would mean the county would absorb that. Gas prices, COLA, employees went, they had a raise in fiscal year 08-09, but not this year, 2009-2010. Looking into this next year, that could very well be easy that there's not any. I know that's the trend across the other 66 counties that we're seeing a lot. Many of them, I know, was at Polk County the other day announced that they're already looking ahead to 2010-11 saying no raises. So these are just things that Commissioner Davis really is alluding to, that should any of that become reality, that those are additional cuts that we have to locate, and also probably give some direction to the constitutional officers what they should expect in the form of their budget. So maybe let's open it up there. I know Commissioner Conkey, you've got some notes, and stay in touch with the legislature of Tallahassee with some of these things, but maybe we can give the manager some direction with some different service areas we want him to look at in case we need to identify some spending cuts. Yeah, Mr. Conkey?
Thank you. I just want to make a few comments here, alluding to obviously a very difficult discussion we're having today, and I'm thankful you all here to hear and give us your thoughts. I just came, as a matter of fact, from a luncheon where our one representative, Jennifer Carroll, was at, and the state is looking at a $3.2 billion shortfall this year. $1.1 billion of that is in essential services. So the other $2.1 billion would be in non-essential services, recognizing that 54% of the state budget goes towards education. And the Senate President has already thrown down pretty much the gauntlet in saying no new taxes and no new fees, which obviously the state changed some fee structure pretty dramatically last year. So that pretty much leaves a pretty big hole in one direction for the legislature to go, and that is to make cuts, or if you're in our seats, unfunded or mandates to pick up the tabs on some bills that will be, that we may not know right now what's going to come out of the legislature, that will make it very difficult and dramatically impact a budget where you may one day think, I'm set to go, and all of a sudden you get handed the bill by the state, and now we have to go back and figure out where to make those cuts. And as the county manager leader, we're not only discussing the preparation for the 10-11 budget, but we are preparing ourselves, as we have over the last 3 years, for the budgets in 11-12, 12-13, and on beyond, because of these potential deficits. So we have to prepare ourselves for an economy that's going to be at best flat in the state and possibly the nation. We have the impacts of Amendment 1 to deal with, as it's fully coming online. Affordability, decreasing the non-homestead property from 10%, and obviously doubling the homestead. And I do believe there are, we may have discussed it, there's a kind of a revenue cap built into there on local government that requires supermajority votes to override revenue that was generated back in '06, back in Amendment 1, used as a reference point. Also, as we prepare, we have to take a look at a snapshot, not only of what's going on right now, but what you're going to be staring at on the ballot in 2010. In November, there are 6 amendments on there, 2 of which will deal with more exemptions on ad valorem. And ad valorem in this state is what funds a lot of our core services. And there's 3 exemptions built into those 2 amendments. So it's very important that you understand that with each exemption that gets added, it's just like when there's a devaluation. The dollar that you hand the government now is only worth 96, 95, 94, and we're losing value, yet our bill is not getting any smaller unless we make cuts. So that's something we have to plan for. The legislative changes, don't know what's going to come out. The governor's come out with some pretty bold statements that he wants to add some, couple $2 billion here and increase education spending, which consumes. So you're having to cut $3 billion. I'm just kind of curious that the legislators have already remarked in the paper how we're going to pay for this. This ought to be an interesting session. Then you have the unfunded mandates. The pension issue, the Medicaid issue is one where just the dramatic impact there that this has been discussed throughout the state. We're required to pay a certain amount of money to Medicaid folks in nursing homes. Right now it's at 55. ACA, which is the Agency for Healthcare Administration, wants to increase that to over $200. That's a pretty draconian increase for a county that would impact all 67 counties to probably about $35 million. Would have a pretty chunk increase to us. The Florida Triangle, which is agriculture, tourism, and growth. Obviously, agriculture is still going pretty good. Commissioner Stewart can fill us in on all that stuff. But the agriculture is still pretty strong in the state. But obviously, tourism and growth have